Hello again, and welcome back to my channel, where we talk about the most important things without holding anything back. I am so glad you're here. My name is Alice Michael, and I specialize in health issues for people over 60. Over the years, I've helped countless men restore their vitality, energy, and sexual potency. Where in the world are you watching this video from? Please let me know in the comments. I've heard hundreds of stories from patients who came to me with the same question. Doctor, why aren't my erections what they used to be? What's going on with me? Today, I want you to understand that the solution isn't always a magic pill or some complicated treatment. Sometimes the most effective remedy is the simplest, and it's often already in your home, right in your kitchen. I am going to tell you about one of the most powerful natural combinations that improves circulation, stimulates nitric oxide production, and helps you get firmer, longer-lasting erections. The secret lies in apple cider vinegar, but not just any kind. It's about combining it with one key ingredient that significantly boosts its effect. Before you rush to make this mixture, I'll explain exactly how it works, why it's so effective, and a common mistake many men make when they start using it. Understanding this is crucial. We aren't just talking about potency. We're talking about the entire system, the vascular, urinary, and hormonal systems. You might be surprised at what vinegar has to do with male potency. It might sound strange, but organic apple cider vinegar, especially with the mother, is one of the most powerful natural aids for arterial health. Since the quality of erections depends directly on the condition of your arteries, this becomes especially important when you're over 60. An erection doesn't just happen on its own. It's the result of a complex biological process involving efficient blood flow, sufficient nitric oxide production, a balanced hormonal profile with enough free testosterone, and a healthy nervous system. Apple cider vinegar positively affects several of these factors at once. It helps regulate blood sugar, as excess glucose damages the blood vessels in the penis. The vinegar reduces inflammation in the arteries, preventing them from hardening, and it helps you better absorb vital minerals like zinc and magnesium. But the most common mistake is taking the vinegar alone, which isn't enough. It needs a cofactor, a component that enhances its effect on intimate blood flow and vessel dilation. And that component is ordinary red beet. It contains natural nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide, the very molecule that directs blood flow to the penis. The vinegar, in turn, helps your body better absorb these nitrates, speeds up their conversion to nitric oxide, and protects the inner lining of your blood vessels from oxidative damage. It's like a natural boost for your cardiovascular system, powerful, safe, and completely natural. Now you see the power of combining apple cider vinegar and beets. Let's look at what happens in your body if you take this mixture correctly. First, nitric oxide, beets provide nitrates, and the vinegar makes them more accessible to your body. As a result, the blood vessels relax and blood flow increases. Second, liver detoxification. The vinegar helps remove fat from the liver, which directly affects hormonal balance, especially testosterone production. Third, a reduction in chronic inflammation, one of the main enemies of erections. The vinegar has a strong anti-inflammatory effect, and when combined with beets, it also cleanses the arteries. Fourth, control of cholesterol and triglycerides. Excess fat in the blood clogs the vessels that supply the penis, and this mixture helps effectively reduce the risk of such issues. Here is the simple recipe for this natural mixture. You'll need 1 medium-sized beet, preferably organic, raw, or cooked, 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with the mother, half a glass of water, and, if you like, a pinch of turmeric or ginger to enhance the vessel dilating effect. Blend the beet with water until you get a smooth liquid, then add the vinegar and mix well. You can take it on an empty stomach or 30 minutes before a main meal. The recommended course is once a day for 2 weeks, with a 2-day break each week. I distinctly remember a patient of mine, John, who was 66 years old. He came to me with hypertension and moderate erectile dysfunction, and one day he said, "Doctor, I don't have that morning strength anymore, and my wife thinks I don't want her anymore." I recommended this mixture and some dietary changes. 3 weeks later, he came back with a big smile. "Doctor, I had an erection this morning like I haven't had in years." It's not magic, it's natural science applied with common sense. And you can feel the difference too. We've already discussed how these two components affect nitric oxide production, reduce vessel inflammation, and restore hormonal balance in men. But today, we'll go even further. In the second part, I will reveal a third key ingredient that multiplies the mixture's vessel dilating, hormonal, and antioxidant effects. Plus, you will learn the exact time of day to take it for maximum results. What do you think is more important for a man's health, a proper diet or physical exercise? Share your opinion in the comments. The third ingredient is pomegranate. This bright red fruit with juicy seeds is one of the most powerful natural vessel dilators. When you combine it with vinegar and beets, you get a truly impressive effect, an almost perfect natural formula for men's sexual health. Pomegranate is rich in antioxidants and polyphenol, substances that not only protect nitric oxide from breaking down, but also prolong its effects within the body. This fruit significantly improves blood flow, especially in the areas where it is most needed. Pomegranate helps lower blood pressure and reduces vessel stiffness, making blood move more freely. Clinical studies confirm that pomegranate juice can improve the quality of erections in men with mild to moderate erectile dysfunction. Now, let's see how all three ingredients work together, creating a synergistic effect. The apple cider vinegar enhances nutrient absorption, reduces inflammation, and improves hormonal balance. The beets provide the nitrates that are converted into nitric oxide, which expands blood vessels. And the pomegranate, with its powerful antioxidant effect, protects that nitric oxide, allowing you to maintain firmness longer and get more pronounced erections. If you drink this mixture at the right time, your arteries relax, your hormones stabilize, and the erectile tissue gets more oxygen and blood. It's like a second youth for your intimate life. Now, one of the most common questions I get, what do you do if your erection is weak or disappears mid-act? Many men say, things start normally, but then it's like a switch is flipped and nothing helps. This is a classic sign of mixed vascular erectile dysfunction, where blood flows in but isn't retained. This is where the triple mixture of vinegar, beets, and pomegranate helps the most. It works on 3 levels at once. It increases blood flow, helps maintain firmness, and protects the blood vessels from damage. This mixture helps the vessels in the penis maintain the necessary pressure, making them more flexible and stronger. It reduces the harm from oxidative stress and boosts free testosterone, which is crucial for sexual desire and stable erections. In just a week or so of regular use, many men notice that their erections become firmer and more stable, the hardness at the base of the penis increases, and recovery after climax happens faster. The recipe I recommend for daily use is 1 medium boiled beet, half a glass of natural, sugar-free pomegranate juice, 1 tablespoon of organic apple cider vinegar with the mother, and half a glass of water. The preparation is simple. Blend the beet with water until you get a smooth liquid, then add the pomegranate juice and apple cider vinegar, and mix everything thoroughly. Drink it slowly, 1 glass every morning on an empty stomach for 14 days. What changes can you expect over time? Within the first 3 days, you will feel a surge of energy, a decrease in heaviness, and improved digestion. From day 4 to 7, you'll notice an increase in morning erections and penile sensitivity. And from day 8 to 14, erections during sex will become more stable and prolonged. After 2 weeks, your sexual desire will increase, and the penis will remain firm even at rest. And all of this is without medication, side effects, or harm to your liver or heart, unlike many pharmaceutical drugs. It's important to remember a precaution. If you take blood thinners, you must consult your doctor. I remember the case of a patient named Michael, who was 69 years old. He told me, "Doctor, I've tried everything, pills, creams, supplements, but nothing worked." He started drinking this mixture without much hope, but by the 9th day, he felt his body reacting differently. His wife asked him, "Are you taking those little blue pills?" And he just smiled. There are more stories like this than you can imagine. Because when you give your body the right nutrients in the right form, it responds. If you've listened this far, congratulations. You belong to that small but strong group of men who aren't looking for temporary fixes or empty promises. You now understand how beets, apple cider vinegar, and pomegranate work together to oxygenate and nourish your body and restore potency from within. Now, let's finish this protocol. I will tell you how to enhance its effect, what additional tools to use, and what to avoid to maintain the results. Today, I'll share a practical 30-day guide with you based on my experience as a specialist. In it, I'll explain what to do and when to do it to achieve natural, firm, and lasting erections. If you're ready to follow this full month-long protocol, write the code word potency30 in the comments. And now, let's talk about the habits that harm your male power. Many men diligently drink natural mixes, hoping for a benefit, but then their everyday mistakes undo the entire effect. Let's break down the most common mistakes and how to avoid them. The first mistake is sleeping less than 6 hours a night. Your body produces testosterone while you sleep, and a lack of sleep lowers this hormone's level, which directly affects erections. What to do? Sleep for 7 to 8 hours and go to bed no later than 11 p.m. This is truly critical. The second mistake is excessive alcohol consumption. With every drink, your liver suffers, slowing down testosterone conversion, and alcohol also dulls the nervous response to arousal. The third mistake is an excess of refined flour and sugar. They cause a sharp insulin spike, which damages the blood vessels of the penis. The fourth mistake is a sedentary lifestyle. Sitting for long periods worsens blood circulation in the pelvic area and reduces sensitivity. I've prepared a 30-day protocol for you that can change your life. Week 1, from day 1 to 7, drink the mixture on an empty stomach. Week 2, from day 8 to 14, continue drinking the mixture and do squats 3 times a week. Week 3, from day 15 to 21, take a 1 to 2 day break from the mixture and increase your intake of red berries and green vegetables. Week 4, from day 22 to 30, resume the mixture for 5 days in a row and add garlic, turmeric, or ginger to your diet. What happens after 30 days? Many men report more spontaneous erections, especially in the mornings. Erections become firmer and more stable, and recovery after orgasm is faster. Many also note an improved mood, a boost in self-confidence, and a deeper emotional connection with their partner. And all of this is without side effects, pills, or harm to the heart or liver, unlike many pharmaceutical drugs. Now, I want to address you as a specialist. I've seen men give up on their intimate life out of fear, embarrassment, or the feeling that it's too late. But I'm telling you sincerely, you can get your manhood back. You don't need a little blue pill. You need a mindset, a willingness to change, and a sincere desire to become better. Don't neglect your intimate health. It's part of your dignity, your vitality, and your right to feel alive. Restoring potency doesn't depend on magic pills and quick fixes. Everything is in your hands: how you eat, how you sleep, how active you are, and how you treat yourself. Every small effort is an investment in your male power, your health, and your ability to be.